Bitcoin is still pumping and we are currently over $93,000. We're gonna have a look into Bitcoin, guys, and also major news on Bitcoin Hyper. We have currently a lot of whales selling their Ethereum and XRP into Bitcoin Hyper, guys. We're gonna have a look why that is most likely the case, but of course we're gonna start with the king, which is Bitcoin, guys, and it looks very, very promising right now. So if you have bought Bitcoin and also altcoins in the last couple of days, then congratulations, guys, because of course right now you are already up quite a lot, especially from this little dip that we had recently. Until now we have 12% up, even without leverage. So even if you're trading with leverage, of course, then of course you should be doing great right now. We're gonna have a look into that, guys, today, early video. I woke up actually quite early today, so we're gonna have a look into Bitcoin, and later on we're gonna also have some updates on Bitcoin Hyper and some other upcoming cryptos, of course, that you can check out here with the links in the video description, because crypto is here to stay, guys. And of course that's why also I'm buying up into new upcoming cryptos in order to have that exposure to 100x potential gains. That is of course the case with those new little cryptos that are upcoming, and that's why currently I'm buying into different new meme coins and also utility coins and DEXs as well that are upcoming, because we have seen also that Ether, Hyperliquid and so on have done great things. And of course also we have new ones upcoming on Sui and also on Base from Coinbase, which is Base Perp and Hyper Sui. You can find them here linked in the video description, guys, if you want to check them out. Of course we're gonna start with Bitcoin. Be subscribed here. Also today we're gonna do the distribution of the $100 giveaway for the lucky winner of our current $100 giveaway. The next one will be at 4,000 subscribers. So be active here, leave a comment, subscribe, leave a like, and of course share this video with all your friends. The more active you are, the more likely it is I'm gonna select you as the lucky winner of the next $100 giveaway, guys. And remember that everything in this video is no financial advice. I'm not a financial advisor. Always do your own research, because I'm just sharing my own opinions, market analysis and market observations. Also, if you're trading with my own indicator, guys, the link to my indicator is right at the top here. I'm gonna put here the Fenix Force indicator link there as well if you want to get it, because you have to contact me over on Telegram. Because if you missed out on this move, if you missed out on the recent moves here in the crypto space, then you need a very powerful indicator that you can rely on, at least to anticipate such moves. Of course, it will not give you perfectly the entry point, but it will tell you if we are in an uptrend or downtrend. And this indicator is of course the Fenix Force indicator, which is kind of market cipher, but in addition to the confirmation indicator, which is basically filtering out false signals. So for example, here you get sometimes false signals here to sell. This is a market cipher sell indicator, and you can see that this was a false signal because the Bitcoin price continued to go sideways and even had a little pump here. And sometimes this is not just leading into a little consolidation phase. Sometimes this leads into much more higher prices, because the confirmation indicator, this one down below, tells you the truth if the indicator is actually true or wrong, or if the move is starting right now or not. And you can see that, for example, here in the 4-hour time frame we got a sell signal, and since up here basically we just came back down. And right now we are getting, of course, buy signals. We have the first buy signal down here, perfectly at the low at around 86k, and also a confirmation cross. You can see that now the indicators are coming up. Everything is pumping nicely to the upside as expected. Of course, this is the 3 and 4 hour time frame. We are seeing there, of course, always the movements in waves. So of course we are not going up in a straight line. We always go a little bit up and down, but the trend is now clearly shifted to the upside. So the 4 hour time frame is again bullish, guys. We have also a nice increase in money flow. If you want to get my indicators, the link is right at the top here. This is very important, guys, because this is in theory the base that you need in order to trade successfully. Not only Bitcoin, you can use the indicator, of course, also for whatever stock that you want, and of course also yeah, other altcoins. And in the altcoin space, of course, it's easier because you just do TA on Bitcoin, and wherever Bitcoin is going, of course, the altcoins most likely are moving according to that. And I told you also yesterday, guys, that I bought some strategy stocks down here, because not only we are in extreme oversold conditions, so we are basically at bear market lows here at the 200 weekly moving average already here on micro strategy, or now strategy, but also the indicators. You can see that we are about to get some fresh new buy signals, not everywhere. Also in my confirmation indicator, as you can see, we don't have that bullish cross yet. So basically, since this one told you to sell up here at exactly around $430 up here, until now we don't have any kind of buy signals on the weekly time frame. And this will change very soon, in my opinion, because we are hitting here major support, and also we are getting some signs of first buy signals yet, which are not exactly confirmed yet. But even if we just get a relief rally from down here, even just a relief rally, for example, to the 20 weekly moving average, that would be almost 100%. To the top side of the calendar channels, it's even more than that, 125% gains that we could do with this stock by just having a relief rally, not to mention to go to new all-time highs, of course. So that's why if you want to trade all the stocks and so on, you can do that, of course, with that indicator as well. But now let's return to Bitcoin. And remember, guys, that you can, for example, also trade stocks here on Bybit. So if you don't want to enter into the fiat world, into the banks world, you can, of course, also, for example, here on Bybit, you can sign up with the link in the video description here. There are also some other exchanges that that you can use, of course, to trade some stocks as well. Also, I think on Prime XBT you can do that. So check it out because there also you can trade stocks with your cryptos. Sign up with my links to get the maximum sign up bonus, of course, guys. And for Bitcoin here in the 4-hour time frame, you can see that we are now, of course, hitting major resistance. So the previous support trend line here, this green one that we broke down, we are testing it right now. So we need 4-hour closes above $93,300. Then I'm expecting here a very big move to the upside. Of course, we're going to have some resistances here. The 200 moving average in the 4-hour at 97K. This is a point of interest here, of course. Expect some resistance here if we push higher. Maybe we come back down and then push higher. But overall, the trend is now shifted to the upside. Also, over on the daily time frame, we are about to leave the bearish control zone if we have daily closes above 92K. So whenever we are below the median line of the calendar channel, so this white line here, whenever we are below, we are in a downtrend. The median line acts as a resistance, the bottom acts as a support. Whenever we have daily closes above, the top side of the calendar channels acts as a resistance and the median line acts as a support. So we need daily closes above $92,300. The indicators, of course, are also shifted to the upside, of course. Also here, we are still on the move to the upside. We are testing now the 50 level in the RSI. So everything is still on track here. I want to see, of course, a retest of the 200 daily moving average here at $110,000. That will tell us if we should expect new all-time highs for Bitcoin or not. Because I believe that if Bitcoin rallies into the 200 daily moving average, then also pushes above and stays above the 200 daily moving average, that we're gonna see also new all-time highs for Bitcoin. I told you guys that at $130,000, we have a bunch of liquidations to be taken. There is the most concentration in money is at 130K if Bitcoin would go towards $130,000. And I told you that since we didn't have the euphoria phase in this cycle, I think even if we get a relief rally, that relief rally could still create new all-time highs before we enter into a bear market. That is my theory right now. And also based on the weekly time frame, guys, you can see that right now we are about to get a buy signal here as well. Nothing is confirmed yet, nothing is flashing, but we are in extreme oversold condition. And I told you that since we didn't have this big euphoric phase where Bitcoin is going to insane levels and then crash down, we are also very close now to the, of course, we bounced at the 100 weekly moving average, but even to the 200 weekly moving average, in theory, from the 100 weekly to the 200 weekly, it's just another 33% dump, which is not that bad here in the crypto space at all. If you're around here since quite some time, then 30% is nothing, guys. Believe me, because in the altcoins, we are seeing much worse things right now and also in the past, of course. So that's why we are so close to a potential bear market bottom next year that I think that this relief rally, of course, can even take us towards new all-time highs here, so towards $130,000 in my opinion. Also based on the rainbow chart indicator, even if we just come up to test the median line, so let me quickly show you what I mean. Even if we come up here to test the median line, which is the purple line of the rainbow chart indicator, that's like the average, like the median zone. And usually Bitcoin is in a bear market or downtrend whenever we are below, and euphoric phase whenever we are above, because then we enter into the sell zone, so basically in the orange and red zone. But we are in this light to dark blue one in the buying zone. And even if we just rally into the purple zone where we got rejected here, then this would take Bitcoin to $130,000 as well. We have a lot of interest at $130,000. That's why I still think that Bitcoin can rally all the way up there. But of course, on the way, we're going to have a lot of resistance here at 110K, then 120K down here. This is basically the breakdown point before then we get this relief rally, and then up here finally at 130K. If really things would get extremely bullish and we have daily and weekly closes above 130K, then of course we could be in here for that massive euphoric phase towards 200K for Bitcoin, even in this cycle. But time will tell, guys. No one has a crystal ball. That's why we have to wait and see what happens. But this relief rally is starting right now. I am bullish, and if you missed out on this move, if you missed out, you're still not too late. I mean, we're still at the lows here, but of course, if your indicators maybe are not reliable, then maybe consider to get my Fenix Force indicator here, and with that, of course, you can trade whatever stock that you want and also whatever crypto that you want, and of course, Bitcoin. Alright guys, that's it for now. I'm gonna wrap it up for now. I'm gonna do some other videos today, especially Bitcoin Hyper update, because also here you can see definitely that many people are converting their cryptos that didn't perform very well yet into new ones that are upcoming, especially Bitcoin Hyper, which is the most anticipated one, this new layer 2 solution for Bitcoin. It's kind of a meme coin, but also a layer 2 on top of Bitcoin with real potential, since it's built with Solana, but put it on top of Bitcoin. You can get it here with the link in the video description if you want to get on board. I already bought here, and of course I'm also staking those coins because it gives you 40% API, and also like that you can accumulate more and more coins before launch. Otherwise, of course, we're going to do later on also the distribution of the current $100 giveaway, guys. So make sure to be subscribed here. Thank you for watching. Stay tuned, and we're going to see us all in the next one. Bye for now.